What's going on, guys? Looks like we got, how many people do we have? 10 people. Wow, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Let me see. Tell me in the chat if you can hear me. You should be able to. Okay. Um. Well, let's get started. I was gonna. I, maybe I should give it a couple minutes. I'm not sure. I'll give it a couple minutes. 6 people watching. It's kind of one of those things if you get in the middle of it. So guys, hit me with questions while we wait. I'm not gonna immediately start about the Excel. Just go ahead and ask some questions. Ask away. Any questions, guys? Chat is pretty dead. We're waiting for a couple more people just because it's one of those things that if you miss the beginning, it's not really worth it. It's only 1 minute. I mean, we'll see. We go ahead and get the Twitter out, and then we'll get lively here in a second. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for the likes. Hello there, Inder Gaming. Just waiting on people to ask questions, really, until more people get on, and then I'm gonna start talking about what I want to talk about. Show you guys some tips and tricks. We're here to learn about a number of stakers, basically, and comparing some pool weight. Boateng, that's a nice name. How do you sell tokens after they are allocated if they are not on major exchanges? You mean when they're on your MetaMask wallet, you would use a DEX, a decentralized exchange, and depending on what chain you're on, you would use like Binance Smart, PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain, Uniswap on Ethereum, Radium on Solana. So it depends on what you have. Depends on the token. I don't know what chain you're on. I don't understand why Shiba is pumping. They're changing things up, but I'm not sure. Reconnection successful. Wow, so I dropped again. Interesting. Yeah, my new setup's gonna come up, guys. I apologize. We're going live to see. Why not? Why not? I might do that. Yeah. I'll do the first one. The first come, first serve. Not sure, because I'm gonna have it on my phone, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But yeah, I can go live, but there's no time. It's not time sensitive, and yeah, I can help answer questions, walk you through. Good idea, but it's not gonna be long because it's in the middle of the night for me, and I need to go back to sleep. Maybe 30 minutes. Is it possible to get a pre-sale allocation in Launchpad project being released on Bluezilla? A pre-sale? I mean, yes, if you are part of a Launchpad already. You have to buy in first before you can have any part of uh, IDO type pricing. You don't get a pre-sale, but you'll get an IDO price point. But you have to buy into a Launchpad. So just wait until it's gonna hurt maybe, missing one if you can't afford to get in now. But for those of you, I'm not saying you can't or not, but yeah, if you don't ape in at these high prices is what I'm getting at. But this session is gonna help you with that because, yeah, yeah, you'll see, you'll see. Would love to learn more about this. Like, how do we get started and set up? Well, I have a ton of videos um, about that kind of stuff. It just depends on what you're looking for, but definitely hop in the Telegram and take a look at. Oh, look, my mic was off. Yeah, take a look at the pinned message, and that's a good starting point. Why ETHPad? Yeah, that's one big reason. Lowest market cap, so most growth and less risk, right? You have more risk going into something that has a very high market cap. If something's 90 million compared to 20 million, and 90 million sort of uh, that market cap is only so high because so many people are wanting to take part in PulsePad, right? So it's fabricated market cap, and it will dump. It's better to go in if you have the capital and you don't mind waiting and holding on, then do it. I'm not telling you what to do, not financial advice, but then I would do it personally if I have the money. But if I don't have the money and wouldn't be able to hold on to it after the dump, because after pulse chain, it's pulse pad, sorry, it's gonna dump. I don't know how much because we're in the middle of a bull market, but it's inevitably probably gonna go up as long as Bitcoin keeps doing its thing. If Bitcoin for some reason crashes now in November, which it probably will not, but if it does, then we would be in a bad position. How to convert ERC20 G zone into BEP20 G zone? Pretty simple. Well, there should be a bridge. Yeah, there's a bridge on GameZone. I can show you. Go into the app. There is not a bridge. Interesting. Yeah, normally all of their projects have bridges. They don't. So, good question. Good question. Oh, nice. They have Valhalla up now too. Yeah, this is actually one that I'm looking to buy in more. I'm actually, just to tell you guys, I guess while we wait on a couple more people, we have 18, that's cool. Um, and guys, by the way, if you just joined, we were talking about, well, we're just waiting on some more people to join, and then we're gonna get into actually how to look up the number of stakers in what tier they're in a launchpad. It's kind of cool, and this is all data in um, etherscan or BSC scan, depending on the chain you're in. So my plan here, guys, is to sell this Harmony one. I've had it early on. I want to make some profit on it. It's a $3 billion company. It's gonna keep going. It's a good company. But I'm chasing multipliers right now. So I'm gonna sell Harmony. I'm gonna buy into the top tier on ETHPad, and I'm gonna buy into the top tier on GameZone. That's my move right now. Um, and then I'm also actually I am waiting on this to unstake because I'm going to try and use this to get into a higher tier on either AdaPad or VelasPad because in BSC pad I'm not getting a high location. All right. Well, people are leaving, so let's get into it. I'd rather have more people than not enough people. So guys, what we're going to do is essentially we're going to go into Etherscan. So let's start here. We're going to be looking at ETHPad. Oh, okay. That's not cool. That's okay though. I have this already. So we would search it on ETHPad, but I already have this up. ETHPad staking wallet. All right, so this is a start. So if you just joined, you're at the very beginning. What we're doing is we're trying to figure out how many stakers of a certain tier are in uh, the are just participating in whatever launchpad we're looking at. So what we're doing is we're going to look up the actual staking wallet address everywhere. So you can see here, this is someone that staked into this address, and this is someone that pulled out of the same address, right? So right here goes from the staking address to someone. This means someone unstaked 120,000 ETHPad. Okay, so unstake, stake. And I'm gonna have this link in the comments. Actually, I should probably put it up now. I believe I can do that. Sorry guys, just hold on one second. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, and I'm back. All right, so yeah, so let's get into it, guys, before I lose people's attention. I say that, and I'm still not able to find my video. And again, I'm still new to this stuff, just having some technical difficulties. Here we go. Now I can see again. 18. All right. So we get the staking wallet, the wallet address of the staking wallet. All right. That means that's every time you stake, you are sending your ETHPad in this case to that staking wallet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull down. If you scroll all the way down to this page, there's a download CVS export, right? So I'm going to download this, right? And I want everything, right? So I don't know exactly when ETHPad came out. I'm just going to go to the first, right? Until end of this month. Bridges. Okay, cool. So it's going to download. Invalid response. Alright. Let's pretend like it downloaded, because I already have this actually. Wait, no. No, I don't. That's already manipulated. Let's try that again. Traffic lights. Jesus. There are no traffic lights. Okay. Okay, your download is being processed. Thank you. Okay. So we've just downloaded the list of all the stakers. Let me pull that into here. Make sure you guys can see my name at the top there. Okay, we're good, I think. Yeah, we're good. All right, so this is the raw file right here from etherscanner. Etherscanner tracks all of the transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, right? It's actually quite nice. So this is where we talk about it's very simple to chase or follow people or follow the money if somebody's trying to steal stuff and ask for crypto to be paid. It's because people can do stuff like this. So this is the transaction ID. We're not worried about that. All right, I'm gonna delete that. There's dates and stuff. I'm not worried about anything up until the from field. Okay, so now we have from and to. So from and to. So I'm gonna put a filter on here. Okay, and I'm gonna filter. I want to make 3 sheets. I'm gonna have one staked and one unstaked, right? And I'm gonna transfer data between them. So let's start with unstaked, right? So I hit filter, unstake. So this is all the transactions where someone is taking their stake away. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is actually, because sometimes one wallet address might do it multiple times, so their address is gonna come up. But what we're trying to come down to is like one wallet per amount staked. We don't want the same wallet doing different amounts of stake, so we're gonna consolidate that. So to do that, you would click here. You need to click in an empty space here, right? Very important. Otherwise, you're gonna get an error message. Then we go to data, and actually, yeah, and then we go to consolidate. Right? Click on that little button. Maybe I went a little faster. We go back. In reference, there's a little button right here next to browse. We click that. Right? And now I'm going to go ahead and click in here, scroll all the way to the bottom and hold down shift, select everything, hit enter. All right? So now it put the range in here. Right? Now hit add to add it to all references. Now I'm going to click top row, the checkboxes down here, and left column checkbox. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, now it's processing. Right? So now what it's done, all the separate little transactions that someone has done when they unstake, it adds them to one wallet. So this one wallet, this is all they've unstaked. This wallet, this is all they've unstaked. Right? So I have this information now. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up. So basically now I'm gonna select everything here. Oopsie poopsie, too far. Right, see, this just shows you that that's what it did. It consolidated down, so obviously it should be less rows. So copy, I'm gonna take it over here. Okay, now we're gonna do stake next. So hit escape, go back up, right? I'll go ahead and remove this because I have it copied. That's why I copied on the other sheet. And now I'm gonna change the filter to stake and transfer. Quite honestly, I don't know what transfer means, right? But I'm gonna keep it in there anyway, right? So now these are all transactions when someone has actually staked. So same thing, gotta click in an open field, up in the top, consolidate, hit the little arrow up arrow. Check all of this, hit enter, and then add, right? This is already selected, add, boom. And I'm gonna do this one, run this one. I hope that makes sense so far, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna get to questions until I'm done with this one. Sorry guys, but we'll get to questions. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wait, I need to expand those columns and remove that one column. So remove this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of these. Whoopsies. Can't wait to have a better computer, guys. I'll tell you that. And it's on its way. It's just so nice and so new that it's gonna take a little bit. Staked, so I'm gonna add these to staked. Alright. So these are all the addresses that have staked. So theoretically, and I'm going to put this to the test. I didn't do this earlier. I'm going to look like a fool if this doesn't happen, but theoretically, I should be able to search my address in here because I know I've staked in the past year. So what I'll do, oh, I need to add a filter, duh. Go back to home. Just doing a test run. This is kind of off topic, sorry. I'm just curious now. So here, yep, and there it is. And that looks correct. Didn't know I had that much. That's not accurate. So let's take. I wonder if that has to do with it being with transfer. Okay, you know what, guys? I apologize. I'm glad I did that because I don't have that much staked. I'm not there yet. I wish I did. All right, so I'm gonna actually remove this. Okay, sorry guys. Good to know. This is good to know. So let's remove transfer. Let's remove these. Do that again with just stake. And then I'm curious. Transfer might be. Transfer is probably okay. I know what transfer is. It's the IDOs. It's the tokens of the IDOs more than likely, and it's me transferring or bridging them out. I bet you that's what it is. All right, let's remove transfer. Okay, so just use stake when you do this because that was inaccurate information. Okay. All right, so here, remove that. Boom, and we're gonna do the same thing again. So data, consolidate. Let me delete this one. Arrow up. Do all this stuff. All the way down. Boom, and enter, and add, and OK. So I'll put that to the test as well and make sure that it shows the correct amount. I'm sorry, this is kind of a dry run, but this is important information, guys. I think this will be helpful. I just learned this today, and I immediately wanted to share it with you guys. I was just toying around. Let's see, what am I trying to do here? Home. Oh, actually, I need to copy this over to the next sheet first. Boom. It's just, my refresh rate is just crap right now on this crappy little computer. I apologize, guys. Bear with me. December, I think 8th is when I get my equipment. Alright, so here we go. Let's try that again. Add the filter. And let me get my wallet address. Yes, it is. Okay, this is interesting. And now I don't know how accurate this information is. Alright, let's forget about that, okay? I just want to show you, because it's still going to give us a good idea overall. Alright. So now, the next part is, guys, I have to remove, right? Oh, that's why, because of unstake, I think. So I have to remove unstake from the amount that's staked, right? Because anyone that's staked may have also unstaked their stuff, and I have to account for that, right? So what we're going to do is we need to apply a negative value to all of this. So what we're going to do here is copy -1, right? And then I'm going to highlight all of these unstakes. Boom. Right-click, paste special, value, multiply. And what this does is it's basically kind of multiply every number by -1, making it a negative value. All right. So now I'm going to take all of these here, copy this, and then paste it to the bottom of this. And then we're going to consolidate again. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So now we're going to consolidate, and it's going to deduct from whatever I have here. Right? So click here, boom, data at the top, consolidate, arrow up, select the range, hit enter, add, make sure you check these checkboxes, hit OK. Alright, now I'm really curious. Filter. Let's try that one final time. If it still doesn't show, it won't matter too much, but I'm just very curious as to what's going on there. Yeah, interesting. I've never unstaked those, so I guess that makes sense. So it still would not show correctly. Alright, so now that we have that, I'm going to actually sort this largest to smallest. Wait, are we getting negative numbers in here? Sorry guys, just making a little value check right here. Yes, we are. Okay, that's not correct. Let me try that again. Alright, I'm just trying to brainstorm real quick what I did here, why this doesn't work. Alright, so if I take these values, not a great live stream, guys. Sorry, guys. I did this earlier. Alright, you know what? Because I've already done this, I already have a list here, so we'll just use that. Alright, so these are all the stakers basically. I'm going to filter this, and I'm going to filter it largest to smallest. Alright, so you can see here, we've got a couple. This is, I think, the staking wallet. But even with the staking wallet included, we only have 12, 13, maybe 14. I don't know how many of these guys are going to stake more. And remember that you can add to staking within 3 hours of the IDO. But right now I have 13 stakers that are in the top tier for ETHPad. Okay, everyone else right now from here down would technically be in the 200k tier. So that's down here on the bottom. You can see on the bottom right corner at the very bottom, 395. Right, that's the count. So there are 395 people here staking for the tier that I'm in, where I've been getting about 150, 180 allocation, right? So there's that many stakers in there. So let me show you then. Let me just pull this up. Go to ETHPad if I can find it. I don't think I have it open. Nope, not going to change that one. We'll change this one. Right, and just to give you an idea of what the pool weight is, right? So you have 13 in the top tier, 300 something in the second highest tier, and then when we look at what the actual allocations are, it's like it blew my mind when I saw this. So first of all, 85% of guaranteed allocation is in the highest tier, right? So 85% of all of the allocation that ETHPad is given is going to be in here. So that's number one. Number two, the pool weight. So here you have a pool weight of 5. So out of the 85%, let's just act like it's out of 100 now again. So 85% of it here is 100% here for these guys. So out of the pool weight, it's 5, then 2, then 1. So I have double the pool weight plus access. So not even more than double, right? Plus access to private sales. So that's probably where the 3 points are. So because we're missing, right? We're missing 2 more points. So I think the 2 more points are access to private sales, other private sales. Those are the other 2 points, right? So you're getting double the pool weight, and you're only in a pool with, you know, instead of 395 stakers here in the second tier, in the gold tier, in diamond tier, you're only with 13 other stakers at this moment, right? I'm gonna do this pool obviously again shortly before the IDO, but that's good information to have because I mean I can now make educated decisions on where I want to move my money. Maybe I would want to unstake and move into a completely different launchpad, or maybe I could just move up a tier, and that's what I'm actually planning on doing. So I'm in this 200 tier, and I was loving the fact that ETHPAD was going down so much. NFT launch, that's another hotspot, guys. But just gonna pull up ETHPAD real quick. So yeah, so that's really all I wanted to talk about there. Just show you guys that trick, and then making the decision. But I'm just kind of sharing what my plans are here. ETHPAD right now, yeah, it's gone down again. That's great. So I want this to keep going down, because I don't want to pay both of the money to pay, buy 300 more K of these. And my plan, what I'm doing, full transparency, is I'm gonna sell Harmony One. I honestly wanted to sell it at the high, but I missed it because it's freaking on staking. So let me go to my Harmony One, just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. And I'm just kind of rambling. Actually, let me check this chat here and make sure that. All right, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and re-ask, or I'm gonna start from the bottom, but because I've been sort of paying attention to this. But I was gonna show you Harmony One staking, and this is me just being fully transparent, just kind of showing the different things you can do. So I've been staking Harmony One since it was like 3 cents, and I have a good amount of them. And I did this like last week, and it takes I think 5 or 6 epochs. And I knew this. But what I didn't know is that I would, you know, need it this soon, because I was actually planning something else. But now I've changed my mind, and I want to go into ETHPAD. So once I'm gonna sell all of this, I'm gonna buy a Gallon node, and I'm gonna get into the highest allocation of ETHPAD. And then depending on if there's something left, then I'll probably put that either into convergence or probably convergence, or what else was I looking at? And guys, not financial advice, guys. I'm like rambling all these things that I am going to do, and that's literally just me telling you what my experience is when what I'm doing, and just giving you ideas of different places you can go. But I don't want to I don't want you guys to take this as, hey, you should do this or you should do that. But they're interesting projects. I do want to say that, and you should definitely investigate and research them and make sure that you would also feel that way. But outside of that, that's all I wanted to share, guys. So let's see questions. Any news on release date of Ardana? Yeah, we already know when Ardana's coming out. I'll tell you right now. Well, it's on the 4th, but yeah. If you go to Occam Razor and then scroll down. Oh, registration here. Okay, well here. Let me show you guys what happens when it's time to register it. This is what comes up. Little purple button, and then you register. But before I do that, I need to actually connect my wallet and register. Confirm, boom. And by the way, Ardana, guys, is the first one that's gonna also give you, and I think I mentioned this in my video, but before this, everything has been on Ethereum, so we had to pay gas fees to claim our tokens. Wait, let me go to the finished ones. I would have to pay gas fees and stuff to claim my stuff. So if I wanted to go in here, I could go into detail. This one, this was an airdrop. Yeah, Duelist King was an airdrop. Let me go on to the earlier ones. It used to tell us if we claimed it or not. Why did? Okay, that changed. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I have not claimed this. Yeah. So this is what it'd be. You would claim it, and then you'd have to pay ridiculous gas fees. But now, with Ardana being the first one doing this, you actually want to pay ridiculous gas fees because they're gonna give it to you in native Cardano, which is actually a big step. That tells us that we are like on Cardano now. We're ready to get away from this Ethereum craziness and move on to Cardano, which is beautiful. All right, so I registered. When did I register? I don't even remember clicking that. Did I actually just click that? Okay, so it doesn't tell me what my allocation is yet. It usually only does that like a day before, maybe 2 at the most. But yeah. Are U.S. citizens eligible to buy into ICOs and Bluezilla launchpads? No, you have to have a international ID or something else. I have a blacklist. If you go into Telegram and click on the pinned message, there's actually a blacklist in there, and you can see what countries are eligible or ineligible. But no, as a U.S. citizen, you can't unless you have dual citizenship and live in another country as well. How much allocation would you expect? Lowest guaranteed ETH pad? Um, maybe 50 to 70 to 80. Yeah, something like that. 50 to 80. How can I participate with only 1.5k? I don't even think that you can. I'm not sure. Let's see. Are you talking about ETH pad? What are you talking about? Um, 1.5k. No, I don't. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's a lottery. It would be definitely be a lottery. Yeah. Okay. Well, 1.5k will buy you 10k tickets, which or not tickets. Jesus, tokens. You can buy 2 lottery tickets. Uh, that's your best chance. And with ETHPad, it's not too bad of a risk because I don't see ETHPad going much lower. I think it's pretty low already. Uh, it's a low market cap. So it's less risky than trying to go into something that's already pumped, like Velas Pad, um, which is very early stages still, and it's pumped a lot. ADA Pad, I think, is more of a pump that actually has um, some actual action behind it, right? With Cardano going live and really onboarding a lot of projects here. So AdaPad, I think, is not gonna correct as much as some of the others will, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is there any way to buy convergence crypto avoiding the huge fees on Ethereum smart chain? Not yet, unfortunately. Not. Are you a citizen eligible to buy IC? Already answered that. No, no, they're not. Is there any way to buy convergence? No. It's like the same questions over and over. There's not enough people for you to have to spam that. I'm gonna see these questions. Hey RNG, I have 15 to 20k to invest. I'm already waiting for Polkadot crowd loans, and have DOT already. Could you suggest any coin on Launchpad IDO for me? Um, um, Moonbeam, Moonriver, Akala, and what was the other one? Moonlit, which is going to be through Convergence actually. It's actually Convergence is Moonlit. They're making another DEX on Polkadot and Kusama, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, those would be the ones. Moonbeam, Moonriver, Akala, Convergence. If that's where you want to go, if you're just looking at crowd loans, but launchpads, oh, engine starter. I would definitely go engine starter. I don't know why I typed that whole thing out. I'm so tempted. I don't know. I kind of want to. I kind of want to, but I don't know. It's been going. Yeah, it's been trading sideways, and it's got what is it? Aya World. I was just looking at this. Gaia World, I think it was. Yeah, Gaia World. Yeah, it's got Gaia World, and it's got another game coming out that's not on here yet. And I think Gaia World will do well, honestly. I don't know too much about Engine Starter, how their tokenomics work, or how their tier system works. I think it's relatively straightforward. I meant to do research on this and actually want to do a video on it, but then I decided not to invest. I decided to go deeper into ETHPad. This was the one I originally unstaked Harmony 1 for. I was gonna buy completely into this, into whatever the highest tier is, but now I'm going ETHPad first. I've changed my mind. But yeah, so Engine Starter is a good one. Star Launch, if you can get into that. What other launch pads are out there that I like? And there are tons out there, but the ones I like, obviously all the Bluezilla launch pads. NFTL launch is actually underrated. Let me pull this up. Guys, okay, this is exciting. Why am I waiting this long to show you guys this? So Spooky Voodoo Society. This is cool. It's an NFT society or community that's building. They're very small still. They don't have, but I mean, you can see their production is really sick. It's better than a lot of these other NFT communities that have a huge following. I mean, Bored Ape Yacht Club is something completely different. I think Galactic Gecko is also something completely different. But this is pretty cool. And this is, so it's a bunch of these little dolls you can see here on the gallery. Um, that's the NFT basically. And it's coming out on NFT launch, which is Bluezilla. It's a Bluezilla launchpad, but for NFTs. I don't know if I haven't made a video on it yet. I've been waiting. I've been waiting patiently. I'm trying to go into my. Here we go. So NFT launch is actually low market cap too, and I've been also waiting a little bit because I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it, but they're starting to launch NFTs. I mean, Ghostbers is a game on GameZone, but it also has their NFTs that are associated with the game, and it's coming out on NFT launch. An NFT launch, you require at least 20,000 tokens staked, which is really cool. Well, I don't know why I said that. I don't. It's like terrible. It's not really cool, but it's very low cost to get into, right? At least at these rates. The medium tier and the high tier. The high tier is sick. I mean, you're getting higher allocations, which means you're getting more money towards an NFT. So if, for example, um, one of these Spooky Voodoo Society NFTs costs 0.05 ETH, if you're in the highest tier, you may get 0.15 ETH and you can get three of these. Maybe you get zero point 0.2 ETH and you get four of these, you know? If you're in the low tier, I want to assume that the low tier is going to give you enough allocation for one NFT. The second one, two, and the third one, I want to say three. I don't know this. I'm just assuming. That just makes sense to me. And on top of that, not only do you get three um, allocation for more, I shouldn't say three because we don't know yet, but you also get a guaranteed higher mint, meaning you get more guarantee that the NFTs you are getting, so all two or three of them are going to be one of the more rare ones. And we all know how well rare NFTs sell. My issue is, are the NFT projects that they're going to be launching any good? And my first impression of this one, at least, I was impressed. Ghostbers isn't bad either. Let's see if I can find that one. Hmm. Trying to find their website. Sorry. Here it is. Right. Ghostbers doesn't look too bad either. So this is the game. I wonder if they touch on the NFTs. So here's some NFT characters. Right? It's a little different, you know. I mean, it's a little different, but also very similar at the same time. I wonder if it's the same artist doing this kind of stuff. They're just telling him to like pump out as much as he can or she can. Right? So you have Ghostburst, which is, yeah, it strikes me. I mean, the NFTs are, I don't know, it doesn't talk about there being a society, so that's what doesn't excite me. So when I talk about NFTs, I wanna know what what can I do after I have the NFT, right? I don't want to just have the NFT and be done with it. That's, to me, that's boring, and to a lot of people, that's boring. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, for example, what they did is they created this like interactive sort of adventure where you kind of do things and you use some of their NFTs and something else happens and there's like a story behind it. And Galactic Geckos are actually doing the same thing. And this doesn't, I mean, they haven't really put any, you have a whole game behind it. Yes, you definitely have a whole game behind it. Um, but what can I do with these NFTs? Uh, you know, are they going to be playable in the game? That's probably what it is. Okay. Yeah, I just talked myself into the answer. Yeah. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. Duh, why didn't I think of that? Jesus, it's terrible. Yeah, so I bet you money that Ghostbers, it's a game, right? It's going to be a game. It's built in Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be sick. And these NFT characters, you're going to play them. You're going to be them in the game. No duh, of course. Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. Let's see if this video tells us anything. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. And then yeah, so this one struck my fancy because I feel like this is going to build a society. It's going to be similar to Galactic Echoes. It's going to be similar to some of the other ones, Bored Ape Yacht Club, um, Ape, whatever the other Solana Ape one is. So guys, yeah. Let's see if I have any questions. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second. I haven't even eaten yet. When is Ardana coming out? November 4th. Yes, it's a bit confusing. I apologize. Same, I would like to know more about the lottery, how the lottery works. I don't know the details about the lottery. Sorry guys, I lost you on that one. I need to do better. And this is sort of why I'm still testing this kind of stuff and not coming out with real content yet because I don't have the, yeah, I don't know how to go back and forth between the chat yet, so I'm still learning how to do that. All right, so let's see. Lottery tickets, how many are total? What would make sense? 3, 6, 10, 15, 10%. Okay, well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? So 10% of the public initial allocation is going into the lottery pool. There are, I don't know, depending on how many stakers there are, so we would probably have to look at this to figure out your chances, right? So that's another way to look at this. So what is it? Anything less than 120k. 120k. Jesus, there's a lot of them. Okay, here we go. Let's start at 115. 115 to whatever the minimum is for lottery. What was that? 5,000. Yeah, I kind of want to count these 4,900s too. So that's 1,537 people. So 1,537 people roughly. So you have one out of 1,537 unless you have 2 or 3 or 4. That's how that's going to work. I hope that makes sense. Right. So, and this is also that's why I like this thing. That's what I was showing earlier. If you came late, I did show you guys how to do this. I ran into some difficulties. I'm gonna actually do a recording, and that recording, by the way, is only gonna be for the community. So obviously the community is free. I'm never ever gonna charge anything, but I'm only gonna post that in the community. I'm not gonna post that one live. This one's already live. They can try and work it out, but the special one, the right one's gonna be with the community. Anyway, so what else? Can you invest 100 on Dana on November 4th? Yes, when they go public. However, well, I don't know. November 4th will be the IDO. When Ardana actually goes public, I don't think we know that. It might be this day off. It might be the next day. I haven't looked into that. But yeah, whenever it does go public, you could buy it on a DEX, on a decentralized exchange. However, you want to be careful because everybody and their mama's gonna want to be doing that too. So if you are if you're trying to hop in there while 10,000 other people are trying to hop in there, you may either set your slippage too low and your transactions fail, or two, set your slippage too high and not pay attention to what you're actually buying and buy it, and then it goes in at like 3 times or 4 times the price that you thought you were buying it, and you can get wrecked. So what I would recommend is to wait and let things cool off. Let it find support, and based on that, try to make a good entry. Um, if you are very confident and you're quick, also, I take the risk, but what I do is I look before, like when you're on PancakeSwap. I'll show this real quick. When you're on PancakeSwap, like you have time to see what you're gonna buy, right? Like the actual like. I'm just gonna do like random things here. I don't really have that much. 0.5. Right, so if I buy this and I swap, right, it tells me here what my swap rate is. Okay, so when you confirm, right, so you're swapping 0.5 BNB for 292 ADA, right? So I want to make sure that that's exactly what's happening, because sometimes it may go when it hits confirm and your slippage is high because everybody's buying, so the price is increasing as you're trying to buy, and to be able to still capture your buy, what people will do is they'll increase their slippage, right? Some people are insane and they'll increase it at 49, right? And those are the ones that get wrecked. Because if you do it at 49 and you don't get in at the very beginning, you're gonna pay, that much more. That's like basically the price can go up by 49%. So if you put in 50,000 in something, or 10,000 into something that goes up 49%, and you're thinking you're paying 49% less, it has a big impact. So yeah, I've seen people lose a lot of money like that. Anyway, but the answer is yes. All my answers are long-winded. I need to get better at talking, making things short, like my videos. I think the minimum is 900 for Ardana. Oh, that's nice actually. How much 20k coin cost? It's very easy to tell that. You just go in here, you find whatever coin, and you type in 20k, and then you get the answer. Use CoinGecko. It's in my tools list. The tools list is in the RNG crypto shouts, pinned messages. It's also underneath the video in the links. November is only IDO, right? Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? 5 more minutes. I've been wanting to leave, like, not wanting to, but needing to. Sir, ETHPAT with 20k tire. Kindly tell me what ETHPAT with 20,000 tire, I guess tokens. What is expecting allocation? Kindly tell me. 20,000 only buys you whatever the tickets were, which is you might as well just put in 10,000. Oh, never mind. 4 tickets. You get 4 tickets, so you have a 4 out of like a 1,700 chance, based on that what we were just looking at in the charts. For all us Excel people, by stacking 5,000 ETHPAT at the price of at price of 0.14, we get 1 lottery ticket, right? I'm not understanding the price of 0.14. Oh, that's the price of ETH. Gotcha. ETHPAT, at least. Yeah. Yes. You will get 1 lottery ticket for $700. Okay. What do you think your allocation will be when you have gold tier on ETHPAT? I honestly think that it's going to be very high. I think it's going to be 800, 700, something like that. It's gonna be a big difference between the gold tier and the diamond tier. Wait, when you have gold tier, I'm sorry. No, my bad. I am already in gold tier. I thought you were talking about what I was talking about earlier, how I'm trying to get into diamond tier. Gold tier 150. Sorry, gold tier will not be that high. I apologize. I didn't mean to make you happy, Toure. Sorry, man. But yeah, gold tier is going to be probably around 150, between 150 and 180. That's what because I am in gold tier, and that's what I've been seeing, between 150 and 180. But I really think this is going to be like 500 plus, and that's why I want to do it. Because again, and I really shouldn't be. I might remove this video because I don't want people to see this and ape into the tiers. Just my community. It's for you guys. But yeah, there are only right now, a lot of them are close to it, so I feel like maybe these might be whales that just jump in 3 hours before and then jump right back out. Um, at least the ones that are like in the 300, 400s. I don't know about these. Maybe them too. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, so there are only 13 people at close to 500,000, which means I'm sharing a pool of a stake weight of 5 plus access to private sales with only 13 other people. So I think this is actually going to go really high because this one has like 300 people in it, and I was at 150, and our pool weight is only 2, right? So just like common sense, with less people, a higher pool weight, double the pool weight, and private access, yeah. So that's why I'm doing that. Other questions? That's why I'm doing that. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. How does convergence staking work, and can you get the Moonlit IDO from staking convergence? Whether or not you can get the Moonlit IDO from staking convergence has not yet been announced. I don't think so. I think you're gonna have to access it through Polkadot. But the staking is pretty simple. Staking pools, convergence. You have to be on Ethereum. Oh yeah, let's reject that. Was I just on Uniswap? No, no, I wasn't. I was on PancakeSwap. All right, so you can see I have a little bit staked here, and essentially what you want to do is you just go in here and you can decide what you want to stake or how you want to stake. You can provide liquidity with FLith, which is actually one of the you don't want to call these IDOs. They are like IDOs, but they're not IDOs. They're SAFTs. They're a way for us to get in on early seed investments that other people, normal people, would not get into. Only like high stake investors. My girlfriend's calling me. High stake investors, right? So you want to you have a this is a way of getting in that. So that's basically what their launchpad is right now. So there's a 55 APY on that, but the other one is the stablecoin one, which is nice, right? That's a good one, and you provide liquidity. You basically, you have the same amount of each pair. There she is calling me again. You have the same amount of each pair. You have $100 and $100, right? For example, and you have $100 worth of convergence and then $100 in USDT, and you get APY on that. And you just go in here and you stake it. It's pretty simple. But I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. My girlfriend's calling me. I've been on here forever. And I'll answer one more question. How do we utilize that one lottery ticket? Can you please explain? It's confusing. Um, well, if you're staking and you do the whitelist, you will receive an email, and all the instructions will be in that email. So you have to pass KYC, you have to stake ETHPAD, and you have to do the whitelist requirements, um, which I'm not sure what they are. I have the links for all the whitelists. I'll post that in there. It's actually in my Telegram. Join the Telegram, man. It's there. If you have more questions, join the Telegram. There are people there for answers. Guys, you guys join the Telegram. But I'm out. I gotta go. Sorry to cut this off so abruptly. Thanks, guys, for watching. By the way, really appreciate it. 39 views. I love it. I love it on my second stream. Pretty cool. And my streams are bad, but I promise they'll get better. Alright, guys. I'm out.